All right. What's up, guys? Sneaky Cat Goblin back with another video on this Sunday. And today we're going to take it back to the strategic rushing account. I actually am on my rushing account here, but strategic rushing really maxing, but especially strategic rushing has gotten a major buff in Clash of Clans. I mean, it is absolutely insane what the Alchemist coming from the thumbnail has done to Clash of Clans in a good way, I'd say, because with Clash of Clans, I can upgrade all of them. Oh, that is some wall upgrade ASMR right there. And Clan Castle, big upgrades here on my rush base. The Alchemist is made casual playing, rushing, strategic rushing so much easier to do. If I'm constantly warring, I'm getting, a couple million pretty much every other day without really playing. But with the Alchemist, I have to do all these. Healer. Oh, I forgot to do the checkbox. Sometimes the checkbox doesn't even work, but anyways, with the Alchemist, and I've saved up 1,000 gems, and I'm certainly going to upgrade her. This edition is absolutely crazy. So I get a couple million, let's say about 3 million per war. Every 22 hours, I now get 4.5 million gold. Every 22 hours. And not only that, at max level, I can convert up to 10.5 million plus the bonus of 10%, which is going to be, another 100. So essentially call it around 11 million, essentially. 11.5 million is what I get for a bonus. I mean, that is absolutely insane. That's pretty much almost every upgrade in the game when you have the gold pass. If you don't have the gold pass, that's fine, but it really makes it so Clash of Clans isn't so grindy. And I think that is a great step forward because essentially I had no gold here. And I have a bunch of upgrades, but they're going to take, longer periods of time. And when I've gotten all the way up to max, all these buildings, for the most part, are going to take longer to do. I got to get my builder huts up to a level before max. I've just completed all my Teslas, so I'll start using my books and my, I don't have enough, but I will have enough. We're almost done with CWL. My books for upgrading those major buildings, but we're working on the expos and then the scats. The scats have been finished, and then I'll start using books and on the Teslas. But I am assuming in this May or March update they're going to do it on the Infernos. But these upgrades, getting to these points. Obviously when I rotate to the wizard towers, stuff like that, it's going to take no time whatsoever. It's going to take a couple hours. But even let's say the archer tower at a day and 8 hours, and it costs 2.7 million, I don't have to loot at all for that. All I have to do is make sure that I just use the conversion and focus on the Alchemist, who is now level 4, which gives another 50% bonus. And she's not even halfway to her major bonus. With a gold pass, and I can't see it because unfortunately I'm already upgrading it. I think I literally have all builders' huts down. Yep, and then the gold storage. I can pretty much with just one or just a couple days, I can get enough loot to upgrade a builder's hut with one more. So if I take 3 days and just do conversions to gold from Dark Elixir, because I'm not using Dark Elixir because there's no point in upgrading heroes. Passively I might upgrade a hero because I have an extra hero spot. But even then, it's not very difficult from all the wars and all the loot that I'm getting to be able to have enough Dark Elixir to just convert. And passively, I'll just get the elixir along the way if I need to, because the elixir, once you get to a certain point, elixir upgrades become obsolete. You're just really focusing on these upgrades, which really don't take, I mean, they take a while, so you have enough time to just get enough elixir to get another upgrade, or dark elixir for that matter. And with gold pass, obviously it makes things easier, but I would argue that with the star bonus, really that's kind of the main stuff that you have to do. You have to make sure you get your star bonus. And if you're at a decent league, you're always going to get that bonus. On top of the fact that you're able to, the loot has gotten a lot better in Clash, substantially better, which is awesome. And so a lot of positives for strategic rushing, and the Alchemist really is the icing on the cake, because when I talk about the casual aspect of the game, really you just have to get a couple attacks in. You don't have to attack like 15 times a day in order to get your bonus or anything like that. You just need to make sure that you get in a couple of attacks, you get your bonus, you continue to focus on upgrading the Alchemist, and then once that occurs, like, the game is pretty darn casual at some point. And it makes it fairly easy to upgrade. Ooh, that was good timing there. And that's the one thing that's going to make the game a little bit more, and that doesn't even account for the events and all the extra stuff that Clash of Clans has to offer that might enhance the game so people are willing to continue to play. Because if you make it so you have to grind, extreme measures, and you have to do certain things, and if you don't do certain things, you don't play for hours upon the day, you can't progress, then it's no fun anymore, right? Oh, darn it, Austin, that was terrible. Oh man, this is why I lost my war attack too, because I got a little too greedy on my with my invis spells. But really, the goal is to get that last gold storage is really what I want to get, and then the attack's over. But let's see here. I'll let my minion prince get it, and that was the main goal, is to get all of that. Honestly, I could have gotten fairly close, or I really would have gotten close if I would have kept my minion but I didn't have my thing toggled. I was talking too much. That's okay. 80%, 1.8 million. Like, one of those attacks really springboards, and I get one more attack in, and I get a 3-star, and I get my star bonus. And depending on my league, like, you only have to attack a couple times a day, and you're good, which is awesome. I mean, it makes things a lot more enjoyable and casual, and not feel like I have to constantly play the game to progress. All I have to do is make sure that I get a couple of attacks in. I take the time to, get my star bonus. I use the Alchemist. I do constant wars. And really, I could just progress the base fairly easily. Because, like I said, the upgrades, are starting to take a little longer. Like I discussed earlier, the Builder's Hut to get to level 6, which is technically max now, and that's going to change. I think that's going to change in the March update here. Going to be able to go to 7. Is, you're able to get this in like 3 days, where the Builder Hut takes 9 days. So I haven't had to really grind on this account. Really, I focused on my free-to-play just to get it up to a manageable level. This account's just been cruising. I haven't had a dull builder at all. I've always had a builder down. They're all in succession here, 8 days, 6 days, 5 days, 4, 3. And I have a couple days to get a decent amount of loot. And then I'll just rotate them into other upgrades that are important. Potentially like Wizard Towers might be the next one. I might actually finish up my Archer Towers, might be the next thing that I do. I think I built all my merge defenses, yep. So I might focus on my Archer Towers, and then I get to move on to Wizard Towers, and then I get to move on to, I think, Bomb Towers, and then finally the one and only, the Mortars. And then we're looking pretty good. Then we're starting to, I mean, besides the walls and the traps, we are getting pretty formidable as far as a base goes. So I'll end with a couple live attacks on my max base, because I've had actually the chance to I got super lucky yesterday in Legends League, and two people didn't attack. Like, I obviously did garbage. Only one 2-star, but now all of a sudden, look at this. There's 3. Like, I have a chance to push fairly high here, which is wild. Oh, and I have an excess builder. Perfect. That's done. And I was 274th in the country as of last night, an hour after Legend League started. So I have a real chance to push pretty high here in Legends, and we still have 21 days left. So, I'm starting to get to the point where I'm starting to get some really, really good bases that I'm facing off against, which is a lot of fun. And I'm getting a little bit better with some of my attacks. There needs to be some improvement. The one thing that I saw that people really appreciated in the last video is I showed my fails, and that's just my raw take. Oh my gosh, did I really just play myself like that? I really just did. Is there any... Can I upgrade a bomb? Okay, up 10 million. 10 million for a bomb. That's insane. I haven't bought the gold pass yet on this base. I don't think it's really necessary, to be honest. With the events going on, there's not an epic equipment coming out, and I'm pretty much cruising on the upgrade path right now. Then, yep, the Alchemist. I have, from one pass, like, I still just have a ton of Dark Elixir that I haven't been able to spend, so I'm just converting that over and over and over again. Okay, let's do this. I'm getting the 740s, 739s really is the highest that I'm getting. So I'm getting higher and higher. I pushed towards the clan castle before, but I don't really think that's the move. I think pushing up towards here and then at least getting this out, because I want my queen to stay alive, and she hasn't been staying alive lately, and that's been really rough, to be honest. She dies so early, and the attack is essentially over. I mean, it really does. Okay, step up, Fox. Fox doesn't step up. It just... You want the Fox to ideally stay alive, but that's not really going to usually be the case. I mean, it looks like she's going to stay alive here because I want to. Woo, she barely stayed alive there. So, how did... Okay. Now we're going to have to figure out what to do because I don't... I'm going to go bottom side here. I'm going to try to get it under the air defense, or under the... and I'm just going to use a clone. Oh, now I'm going to have to get lucky here. I'm going to clone that up, and we're going to see where do I need support. Okay, we need support up here. I'm going to blast that because both of the sweepers, or both of the fire spitters, blowing that way. Okay, everything's kind of split off here, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because I have 5. The one thing that is going to get absolutely punished here is my minion prince, but the minion prince is going to kill off that super dragon, which is good. I don't know if that was a great idea to do a double. Okay, she's got a decent amount of health, though, which is good. If she can stay alive, I think we're good. We got a lot of dragons left. Need it to go. Yep, yeah, let's go. Let's go. I actually got this taken care of without a great... that was not a good giant arrow. So we are still cooking here fairly good. I'm trying to go perfect. I haven't gone perfect. This is the time to go perfect because I could get pretty high up in Legends League, and I'd like to see what my max would be. But yeah, I think overall strategic rushing has gotten a major buff in Clash of Clans. maxing, you could say too, but the Alchemist has really changed the game. And it's just made it so much more casual and a lot more fun, in my opinion. And just a lot less grindy, which is why I think the game went stale during the Town Hall 14 days, because it was 21 days for an upgrade, and it was 20 million. And so yeah, you just kind of sat there and were like, okay, what am I supposed to do now? For 21 days. And I have to grind all the way to this point. Now I got to wait 3 weeks for a builder hut to get 5 damage per second. Like, that's no fun. So, we'll do a CWL video later on once we finish here. Looks like we're going to get second. Kind of an interesting dynamic too on this, and I'll talk more about that in that video. But let me know what you guys think. Please like, comment, subscribe, and peace.